Hello, everybody, and welcome to Questionable Lock, where we give you free and current sports bets from a rather questionable group of avid sports goers. I'm Taylor Stahl.
I'm Carson Marsh.
I'm Sebastian Atashi.
And we are going to talk about some of the bigger bets that we have this weekend on the NBA. Boys, you want to start us off?
Yeah, big game tonight. Heat versus Nets. Oh, sorry, Lakers versus Nets. I got so excited about the big loss last night against the Warriors. Seb, I already know you're taking the Lakers, but why are you taking the Lakers, and why are you going to try and convince me to not take plus 130 on the Nets, which seems like a lock? KD is out, AD is out, a lot of D's out. What's happening with your pick?
Well, good value at plus 130, no doubt on that. It's really hard for me to pick against the Lakers in general, but I think that, we are coming off of we're coming off a couple games where we didn't play that well last week, a bunch of overtime games. The Nets playing very well right now, even without KD, and Kyrie was out last game. But I think
how about James Harden putting the team on his back, step back three to seal the game?
I don't want to talk about that. That shot lost me lots of money on that game.
So that shot lost a lot of people lots of money.
Really tough. I can't believe that happened. But I think the Lakers are going to play like champions tonight. I think they're going to lock up. I think Kyrie and James Harden will still get off. I think they'll get theirs, but I think we get it done in the fourth quarter, and we still have LeBron. So
what makes you think that they're going to play like champions tonight? Just because they're against the Nets, and that's like their biggest team right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's no fans. You think LeBron's motivated to play the Thunder for the second time in 3 nights instead of his old guy Kyrie,
but you could say the same thing. Is you really think he's that motivated to play the Nets right now? He's probably waiting for the.
I think we're better. Well, regardless of motivation, I think we are a better team than them all around, depth wise. Our bench has been playing well. They have no depth, especially with guys injured.
They have a much better starting 5. That's for sure.
I mean, I guess with no AD, that's fair. We are missing AD, and that's going to hurt.
AD's out for what?
Who's picked up the slack?
AD's out until like March 11th.
Yeah, until after the All-Star break. I think the All-Star game's in 7th.
Yeah, also All-Star teams just announced. I think captains KD, I assume LeBron.
Yeah.
Can't really ever assume otherwise there. But I know Dame got snubbed. I assume he got snubbed from the starters. Just saw Portland.
That man is killing. Another game winner last night against the Pelicans. Dude, that's MVP talks. He should be up there too.
MVP talks.
You've seen their second and third best player, guys that provide.
Sorry, did you say Embiid talk? Oh,
I did low key, but Dame deserves that love. He's been killing the Blazers are the 4 seed right now with no CJ and Nurk. They're the 4 seed right now, so Dame deserves it. But I'm taking the Lakers tonight. I honestly don't think I'll throw any money because I don't want to bet against my dogs, and I think that the value at plus 130 is really good because Harden and Kyrie could go off. But we do have better guard defenders than we had in the past. Schroeder can be a pest. Y'all know what Caruso can do defensively. He's had a lot of success versus James Harden before. I'm not going to say too much, but he's locked that man up before. So I wouldn't be mad at the Nets pick at all tonight, but I'm still going to rock with my dogs. I'm
going to lock that in as my questionable lock of the week. I think Nets plus 130 is really good value, especially, the Nets have no defense at all, but sometimes the Lakers play unmotivated. Sometimes without AD, they can be exposed by teams that can shoot the ball very well. Kyrie, it seems like, is walking into games with sticks. He's like playing Lord of the Rings in his own.
Outfit was nice. That outfit was real nice, low key.
He had a walking stick, which is like, when you pull off a walking stick, then like you get my respect. I'm not a huge Kyrie Irving fan. He burns sage before his games. He's a little witchcraft doctor. But other than that, I think that the Nets will win this game, and we will see. We can talk about that on the recap on Monday.
I think that honestly, I feel like this isn't the smartest game to bet on, though, at the same time. Like, if I were betting, I feel like.
Yeah, but Taylor, it's a fun game to bet on. So
it's a fun game to bet on, but I also feel like this is like, I don't know, considering like you said, like the Nets defense with like the Lakers inconsistency, it's like it could really go either way on this one. And it's like, I don't know.
Exactly why it's a questionable lock.
And that's over under 230. Probably go. So
over 230.
This is the epitome of a questionable lock.
This is the epitome of
this is how the show got created.
Other than that, on other NBA games,
You have Heat versus
the
King.
Heat play tonight. That is an even line. I'm gonna have to default and give it to the Heat, but they're the losers of 3 straight, and the Kings I think are losers of 4 straight. Kings are at home. The Heat are on a short 3-day trip. So who do you like in this one? What do you guys take? Are you guys taking anything? It's even.
We talked about it a little bit before the show. I said I rock with the Kings. I'm not going to.
Harrison Barnes is out tonight.
Harrison Barnes is out. My only fantasy player tonight is out. I think, the Heat were playing pretty solid for most of the game yesterday. Steph was 2 of 16. It's not like that happens every night and he got going. And that's really what happens. You can't blow a 14-point lead to a Draymond-less Warriors team. But it's
Draymond-less. Oh, okay.
Draymond-less.
Draymond-less. Draymond literally has like 8 rebounds, 1 point a game. But
and about 12 to 14 assists, and it's extremely crucial for their team and is very good. I don't even like him that much, but I won't tolerate any Draymond.
What, Draymond slander?
That man is, for them, is so important because, you have to double Steph, right? And Draymond is really good at making decisions and finding guys. And he says whatever he wants, which is awesome. I fuck with that.
I will say that the stigma for Draymond, I feel like, goes beyond Warriors fans. I feel like Warriors fans do appreciate him, so I will default to you there. But the Heat do not have a power forward. So as soon as we get Blake Griffin, then I think these blown leads hopefully would change. I don't really know. I'm pretty upset.
Blake Griffin, all he knows is being a Clipper, and that's all they know. That man blew a 3-1 lead in the playoffs as well. But the Heat, I think, they have to bounce back tonight, man. When are we going to – we've been waiting all this time. They had COVID. They had injuries. Mm-hmm. They got to show it at some point, and they were playing pretty well.
I think they show it tonight. But
they also don't deserve to win if they wear those ugly-ass jerseys.
Okay, I actually will agree with you 100%.
That is facts.
The Mavs jerseys last year that had, like, the spray paint or whatever, and they're like –
yeah, that's what it looks like, a tie-dye jersey, I swear.
They look like a practice jersey, like a summer league practice jersey.
I actually agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
I don't. Yeah, no. Those. I don't know who approved those. I don't know who approved those.
You got to take the Heat. Kings haven't been good against the spread. They haven't been great at home either.
Last time they played, he won by 2. So I don't think Jimmy Butler even played that game.
Luke Walton teams had to deal with them. Their backcourt has been really good. De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Haliburton, the rookie, both been really good, but they just haven't been able to figure out elsewhere. They're going to miss Harrison Barnes' scoring tonight, I think, for sure, also in his veteran kind of presence. So, he might go in there and get a blowout win. That would be huge for them to close out second night of a back-to-back with a dub.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, in just other news, J.J. Watt released from the Texans. We saw that. Also, Carson Wentz traded last night for a second-round pick that's a conditional, turns into a first if he plays 70% of his snaps, and a third-round pick, I think, in 2022.
Yeah.
Winners and losers of this trade. Taylor, you want to go first? No, Taylor doesn't want to go first.
Taylor doesn't want to go first.
As a born in Indiana Colts fan, my secondary dogs. We made the playoffs last year. Our defense is very good. You got Phillip Rivers quarterback. If this team is really trying to win right now, they're trying to build on the defense they have. And, they didn't give up that much, but I don't know about trading for Carson Wentz, that being the right answer. He's had multiple chances to prove it. You could say it's the receivers. You could say it's the situation. But when it comes down to it, he hasn't shown what he's fully capable of. I think that, the Colts clearly just need a –
But you don't think he's shown what he's fully capable of?
Well, fully capable – no. I think he's shown that he's not like Mitch Trubisky type. You know what I mean? Like he's shown what he's fully capable of.
That's an accurate comparison.
In a bad way.
You think he's an upgrade or a downgrade over Phillip Rivers?
I don't know. If Carson is playing like my man Carson Marsh can throw the ball, then it might be an upgrade.
Then he's probably going to be a terrible quarterback, like he has been in the past couple of years. Other than that,
Phillip Rivers brought experience, and Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, regardless of the playoff non-success. He could throw the ball ish.
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer though?
I let my Chargers friends convince me of that. Probably, maybe not.
I don't think he is a Hall of Famer.
The stats might say otherwise. Lots of yards, lots of ratings.
tons of picks,
tons of picks,
tons of interceptions. Like
picks too. So
wait, how do you guys skipped over the JJ Watt thing? How do you guys feel about him being released?
Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
No, you skipped it though.
We love that JJ was released. JJ should be free, like Deshaun. He should be free in a Dolphins uniform. That is what that should be.
No one can even leave Texas right now, though. They're tripping. Whatever's going on there. JJ should go to the. Honestly, he should probably go to the Steelers. His brother, but.
Nah, I don't know. Browns maybe with Myles Garrett. That would be probably the best.
That would be awesome.
Best defensive.
Whoa.
Best defensive front I probably have ever seen.
The Browns is the Browns.
The Browns. Corvette.
Let's go, Taylor. Let's go, Taylor.
Corvette. So.
But yeah, fuck Juju. Mark, yeah. But JJ Watt, that's big. That's
huge.
Shaking him. But speaking of big players like that, also Tatis, 14 years, 340. Just want to say real quick, sounds like a lot of money. That's $24 million a year in the NBA. That puts him between LaMarcus Aldridge and Buddy Hield. That doesn't seem like enough to me.
Whoa. I mean, when you put it like that, that's kind of crazy.
They're also getting, it's a 13-year contract.
I know. I'm saying it's great for the team, but for Tatis, give that man more money.
It's a 13-year contract.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield is on that deal for 3 or 4 years.
He's going to be productive still when his contract ends. He could have gotten, and I don't know all the intricacies of baseball contracts and stuff, but I feel like he could have gone 4 years, 100 mil at least, 4 years, 130.
I agree. Baseball gets paid way too much for him to be getting paid that much.
Mookie got what, 10 for 300, and obviously Mookie's proven it more. But Tatis is the truth, man.
Tatis is the truth, but Mookie is an MVP. He's a former MVP.
And the Padres are hyped.
He's a current MVP.
Yeah, the Padres uniforms, I will say, have had the best turnarounds probably of any uniform in the history of uniforms.
Yeah.
But, we got Trevor Bauer to lock that door up. They thought they were doing some offseason moves.
Also, Dodgers total set at the highest since the 99 Yankees. What do you guys think about that? Over, under? Please tell me under, because it is so unrealistically high.
What is the number?
I think it's got to be 109.
I thought it was 103. Yeah, 109 is a lot, man.
Well, I hope I'm correct on that, but let's say
it's somewhere around there. I mean, it's somewhere over 100.
Yeah.
This is for this upcoming season?
Yeah. They're playing.
We have some older guys, some veteran guys, so there might be more rest days than others, but we do also have one of the best farm systems in baseball, so if that's an issue, then, but 109 wins a lot. But
that's a lot. And
our pitching staff is Bauer, Buehler, Kershaw, David Price, Dustin May.
Buehler. I love Buehler.
I wonder if Trevor Bauer's cheating. Maybe. Could be. He like kind of acts like
that's an interesting. I wanna look more into that, Carson, and think about that over under, because that is a lot, but pretty stacked right now.
Oh, it's a stacked lineup for sure.
We got Mookie still. We got JT.
But it's
the unfortunate part is losing Kike. I'm super upset that we lost Kike.
We lost our platoon. We lost Kike and Jock. That's big.
Yeah, and those are big hitters too. Those are huge hitters.
Jock was the boy.
Jock was the boy. And he was there for like a decade. So that was tough to see him go, but
glad we got him a ring.
Yeah, glad we got him a ring for sure. But I think I definitely want to look more into that, because that's an interesting over-under situation, and I need to look more into this lineup and what's going on the other teams.
For sure.
But I think that's all we have to talk about this show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make sure we've been tweeting a lot lately, and we're going to try to get the live tweets up on our website, so go check that up soon. Check out the Twitter as often as possible. We'll have all the basketball games for the most part. All the big ones, college basketball too. A lot of stuff coming up. So check out everything at Questionable Lock, and we'll see you guys on Monday with a recap.
Go Lakers.
Go Nets.